I have an author with me, the author of the book, The Grammar of Stillness. What exactly is stillness?
Stillness is not actually emptiness. Stillness is something where actually new things begin.
People have stopped listening to the inner road. So much of hush hush going on, the social media, the busy lives.
It's actually very difficult to get that timing for self realization. When you do not listen to your own health or your own life, you're going to lose you. Do not spend 2 hours or 3 hours doing yoga or meditation and all. At least 20 minutes. Dedicate for yourself.
Hello all. Welcome to this platform where we have conversation with author every now and then. And I'm so glad that today also I have an author with me, the author of the book, The Grammar of Stillness. Author's name is Sreekumar, and I'm so glad that he is here with us today to discuss more about the book. So, without further ado, let's get to the author directly to understand what this book is all about and what inspired him to write this book. So, first of all, welcome Sreekumar to this platform, and I'm so glad that you can take out time from your busy schedule and be here today with us to talk more about it.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for this platform and allowing me to talk about my book, The Grammar of Stillness. So, Grammar of Stillness is a collection of 21 poems. It's a poetic collection, right? So, these poems are exploring silence, nature, emotions, and a sort of silent moments in our daily life. Right? It invites readers or encourages readers to just pause their busy life, look back, and take a few moments on their like self reflection or rather self awareness. What is happening within you in this busy schedule? Right. So that's all about the book, and it's a collection of 21 points, as I said earlier.
Wow, great, great. So, what exactly is stillness?
Okay, so stillness in my perspective is nothing but so I retried this word like stillness is not actually emptiness. In my view, stillness is something where actually new things begin. Great moments or anything that is meaningful happens in life is not in the noise or in the busy world. It actually happens in the stillness. So this book actually emphasizes the silence, stillness, and reflections, right? So in a way, it will allow a person to actually look back to some silent moments or quiet, very quiet moments in your life which you might not have noticed. There's a poem in that in which in fact, it actually came out from my own experience. So I was just sitting in my courtyard and looking at we have a very beautiful garden. So by the way, I'm from Kerala.
Okay.
And within Kerala, I'm from the Green Paradise, Wayanad. Wayanad is a hill station within Kerala, and it is known for its green forests and wild diversity and all. So we have eco-friendly farming garden as well as a house and eco-friendly garden. So we do plantations of very various spices over there. So when I was sitting in the garden, just looking at some of the flowers, I was just wondering this particular flower which actually blossomed today morning has only 1 day life, right? By the evening, it will go back. It will go back to the nature. But within that 1 day span, what all it does? First of all, it's beautiful, vibrant color. With that color and the sweet uh, aroma, it can even a sad person can at least become, for few moments, he can be very happy by seeing it, looking at the beautiful flower. Similarly, we do pujas and all, right? So there also we use these flowers, and it goes to the uh, food of the god or goddess, right? And it does not do anything harmful for anyone. Maybe like some flowers, except those flowers which eats the small insects and all, but most of the 99 percentage of the flowers or the not doing anything harmful or anyone. It by the time by evening, it goes back to the nature again. It's not just dying. It becomes it's going to nurture the soil and give nutrition, whatever NPK nutrition from it by its own. So in that one day short span of life, what it did a wonderful job, right? But when it comes to human, every human has a minimal lifespan of 70-75 years. Within that flower, within one day span, it did a lot of things for others, and it ended its life. Whereas a human, how many of us does something similar to the flower? We are actually busy on our own things. I need to do that thing. I need to do this for my family. I need to okay, do something for the not society. In fact, for self. All are like self. Most of them. I'm not saying everybody is like that, but how many of us thinking like, oh, I should do something better for the society, better for others. So that's the realization comes from a very little flower, which was never, we never noticed such things from the nature. So one point is about that. So that's what the silence and the reflection of light. There are many such occasions which, so nature is my the greatest uh, like influencer for writing. Most of the things I learned from the nature, and also the people. As I said, 95% of the people will be thinking that self thing, but there are people who actually works for the society. Those are my influencers. Such moments I capture it in a form, in the form of songs. So that's how it is.
So, is this your first book?
No, I have written and published almost 3 books,
Three books.
right? Two of them are in my mother tongue Malayalam, and this is the first book I published in English. So there are more poems which is already in diary, which is yet to get published, and uh, it's actually the work is on, right? But this is the one I mean poetry collection. This is the first book. The other 2 books which I have told is, one is about Wayanad. It's Ende Wayanad. Ende Wayanad in Malayalam, it's Malayalam word. So Ende Wayanad means my Wayanad. It's talking about, it's again the silence, reflection, everything is there. It's not a poem. It's a memoir. In fact, it's again talking about those beautiful places in Wayanad. In this hill station, there are Banasura Sagar, Purva Island, lot many places. Those places are actually a destination for meditative this thing, and you can learn a lot of things from those silent nature and the beauty of that nature, right? So it's well articulated in that book as well. So it's all connected with the silence, reflection, meditative impermanence, and so on.
Wonderful answer. So, it seems like you're too much into meditation and silence and stillness and self reflection. But what I have seen is because of the busy schedule these days, people are having so much of hush hush boom on the social media, the busy lives, with the busy schedule, people have stopped listening to the inner voice to themselves and stop noticing small things which are there, which can make you happy. So, do you have anything for them that how do they start noticing the self voice or start noticing those little cues which are around.
I'd suggest and even advise people to take out some time from your busy schedule. Obviously, you will have a lot of things to be done within your family or within your workplace and so on. It will be very difficult for us to get time. In fact, I know I have spent almost 21 years in IT, worked with multinationals like Capgemini, HCL, and all. I was very busy schedule traveling here and there. And in fact, I was even not getting time to even think of yourself or take time to do some meditative activities, yoga, etc., etc. and all. But ultimately, what actually changed in fact, I attended one session. Like it was a seminar, 7 day seminar about Stephen Covey's 7 habits of leadership qualities, right? And the beautiful thing what had happened in that is the trainer uh, started the day with like meditative activities and he said, you may okay come do the activities like these 7 habits. You may implement also. Ultimately, when you do not dedicate some time for your own life, in fact he did give a real example of his own brother, right? He was also into IT and was very busy with not having any habits like smoking, drinking, and all. Ultimately, because of his lifestyle, he has to say goodbye to this world at the age of 42 or 43. He said the reason he got heart attack was because he was not giving time for his own health and or consciousness, right? So he was always busy with family, then work and all. Ultimately, he could not even whatever he was thinking of or planning to do for them also ultimately did not happen in a way. So what I was saying about it, that was actually a turning point in my life, and I was thinking like we are spending a lot of time taking these advices, habits, and all, and finally go into a place and work for the company. But ultimately, when you do not listen to your own health or your own life, right? So you're going to lose you in a day. Then even if it's very busy schedule, I used to take time at least 1 hour in a day, like half an hour in the morning or maybe half an hour to listen to yourself. Not doing very big yoga activities, asanas and all, but at least just sit very quietly, think of that day, what all you have seen, how many unknown people you saw in your day, right? Thinking of them, right? Will I be able to meet that person once again in my life? Like that, the one poem is about that only. This book, right? The unknown people, right? So spend some time. I'm not saying okay, you start with 2 hours in the morning, like not like that. At least 20 minutes dedicate for yourself. Just sit quietly and think of that date, the great thing that happened in that particular day. Just memorize that. That will give boost to your body and will energize for the next day. So everybody should at least dedicate some time for at least 20 minutes or 30 minutes for listening to themselves, and that will change, and you will notice lot of great things that happened in this silence were not born unnoticed. That time only you will realize, oh, this thing had happened, I met that person, or I that might be something very peculiar or particular about it. Maybe after a few days you will recollect that okay, that's the thing which actually turned in all this fate, right? So that's my opinion about medication and
So you mean to say that out of the busy schedule, at least 20 to 30
20
minutes
to 30
is
minutes.
what we deserve to spend with
Spend
ourselves.
with us and think of yourself and that will change.
Yeah, so I mean, 20 30 minutes just give gratitude to all the things that you
Yes.
have and all the people that you meet in, to yourself, to the space around. And I would really energize you to the fullest. Very great. And uh, you said you have been in the IT industry, you have seen the kind of stress, pressure, work culture, the IT industry, or for say any industry at the moment is experiencing. People are so busy in real life schedule. So what do you have to tell them? Because they are just completely becoming workaholic like a zombie.
Right.
Getting up in the morning, working at night, late nights, and then crashing down to the bed. Then experiencing the same day like a robot again the next day. So what do you have to tell them?
Right. Yeah. As you said rightly, it's like many of them are even the software engineers or even the cloud experts or whoever it is, right? Those people even they work in 24/7 culture, right? Many of them, one week they may be working in one particular shift, and the other week they will be working in the second shift or third shift or whatever it is. So for them, it's actually very difficult to get that the timing for self-realization and all, right? Even if they practice something, the next day during that particular time they may be in the in their ODC or something somewhere like that. So for those people also, ultimately, so even uh, one day, I tell this, the company can replace you, right? Even if they lose one Microsoft expert or Amazon expert, there are ample of Amazon experts or Microsoft expert in the society or in this. It's not easy. When you are with that company, they will do everything good for you, all a salary, other perks, this, that, and all. But when you lose the job or when you are not there, the company is not going to stop. They will run the show. They can replace you, but your family cannot replace you. That's going to be a lifetime loss for them, for yourself as well for the family. They cannot see if a family loses Sreekumar, they cannot replace Sreekumar with another Sreekumar. So even if it's very busy, you can be spending time all time in IT world. But that's what I specifically say, to not spend 2 hours or 3 hours doing yoga or meditation and all. Take out 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes for this thing, self-realizer. And it's not necessary it has to be on the same, today I did it at 7 a.m. in the morning, tomorrow again I need to do it at 7 a.m. Anytime during the day, whenever you get time, dedicate 20 to 30 minutes for self realization. Do meditation, and that will really work for you. So, they do not need to spend too much on the uh, for their health on the gym here and there, right? So, they may be doing it, that's well and good, but take out this 20 to 30 minutes.
20 minutes for
Self reflection. That will work for this will anyway work. And taking out 20 minutes is not that very difficult in a day, right? Anytime. I'm not saying it has to be precisely like taking a tablet or something like that. So that's
So you said you have compiled 21 poems in this book, of Grammar of Stillness. So I mean, it's a very weird question to ask because all would be your favorite. So which one is your favorite out of these 21 poems?
okay. So uh out of that, the one poem which is I have written or I mean practiced, right, or the words which came to my mind when I was in the ICU, right? So I was having some issue and I was just that's my favorite. Uh, and it's like I was admitted or hospitalized due to some pain, right? And it was like unbearable pain. So doctors were treating almost took 2 days, 3 days. I was in the ICU with lot many medications. Okay, I mean painkillers, starting from whatever the highest dose they tried, but the pain was not subsiding. And but the one thing was in my mind, okay, this will also go. I will come back. So the point is written in that way only. I will come back, and the sea is roaring right now, but it will calm down, and I will come back to my normal life. I will cross this pain. So this pain, this particular pain is actually an episode which I started from 2014, right? So every year January during that time it used to come. Then the frequency came down from that 1 year to then 2 years, 3 years, like that. And the reason is unknown. As of now, the reason is unknown. But what doctors told me, like over your when you cross your 40s, 45, then the frequency will come down and ultimately go away, right? But this particular episode was like pain, unbearable pain, and that was again due to this my brain actually coded, and it knows what kind of painkillers these people are going to give me. I know the name. I know they are going to put me on this tramadol or something or whatever it may be, right? So the neurons learned that pattern. That was the reason, because I was not getting the pain subsided, because it knows what is going to come. Body learned, and then, but still I was telling my body, saying that okay, this episode is also going to, whatever it happens, I know that this will last for 72 hours. This pain will be lasting for 72 hours. That 72 hours I should not be taking anything, swallowing anything, including water. So the pancreas learns it and it subsides. So I was telling the body, okay, 72 hours is going to come now, and you will cross this uh, barrier. You're going to come back to life. So that is then I wrote that into a poem style, and giving advice to people. It's written in that way, right? This will also pass, or this moment also will go from your life, and you will come back to your normal life. That's the theme of that poem, and that's my favorite. And the other one is that the flower story which I have in the.
Oh, okay, wonderful, wonderful. So, it seems like you can take inspiration from anything in your life and convert it into a message or a poem or a story, and then pass it on the message or the wisdom that you want to pass to the uh, reader. So wonderful, I mean, great to learn that. And for that also, I think the moment of stillness is required for you to see around, for you to analyze things, and from then only you would be able to take inspiration. Because if you are too busy looking at the chaotic world, you will take inspiration from that also, I believe.
Very, very true.
Yeah, true. Okay. So, if someone wants to grab a copy of your book, how do they?
Yeah, it's available in Amazon,
Mm.
Amazon worldwide, and then couple of book stores, online bookstores, it's available. And the publisher themselves have online store
Okay.
that's available over there. And anytime if people want to connect me on my LinkedIn, Instagram, I can send them a copy of my book. So it's available worldwide.
Wonderful. Great, great. And this book has also won International Author Excellence Award 2026. So how does that feel? Because writing a book is one step, and it's like taking all the inspiration, putting that into a compilation. It's a hard work which is being compiled. Then second step is publishing, and the third step is then getting a recognition for your hard work in terms of some accolades and the reputation. So how does that feel getting the award for this?
It was like, it was initially, it was surprising, at the same time deeply humbling as well. So as a poet, I write these poems without anything in my mind to, okay, get recognition or to get awarded or rewarded, right? That nothing is there. These are like capturing my own experiences from on life, nature, emotions, and so on, right? So these are just writing my experiences in few words, a few lines, without literally thinking of or getting anything rewarded or awarded. So getting recognized in an international platform like International Author Excellence Award 2026 was really surprising for me. So what I learned from that is authenticity have a voice, right? And I keep saying one thing: do not imitate, create your own sound. This is a quote which I tell to or tell many people, to my son as well. Many time I told him, do not imitate, make your own sound is in this world. One day it will rise above the noise, shine brighter, get echo farther than you ever imagined. So that's this recognition for me. From a small town like Wayanad, coming to the international Excellence Award platform is a great thing for me, right? So it's a reflection of my authenticity and my own sound, right?
Once, great, great. So one should keep doing the good work
Yes.
that they are doing.
One day it will get recognized. Yes, may not be tomorrow, but one day your voice will get reflected. It will echo farther than what you ever imagined. If my learning, and that's my experience.
Right. So you need to be authentic, and the world will see your authenticity somewhere or the
Other day.
other.
It's even applicable for entrepreneurs, not only for those people, because I'm an entrepreneur as well, right? So I stopped. I in fact I retired from my IT career and started a business, my own business, selling spices online. And these are like organic certified, MBOP and PGA standards, certified organic spices to the world. There also, the key thing is authenticity, and the traceability is something which we always tell to our customers. These are authentic products. You will be getting hundreds of. Let me take an example of LIG. The topic is something different, but very connected. That's what I'm saying. LIG, or the green cardamom. Right? In the market, many people are attracted now also, especially the North Indian uh, uh, customers. No, they do not know where it actually comes from, how it is cultivated.
True.
Right? They don't know how the green cardamom. They think like, okay, it is produced in a factory like environment, that it will look the green, very bright, vibrant green in color, very big, 8 mm, 7 mm. These are sizes, grading sizes in that world, right? But many times what happens, those are not actually, when it's very vibrant green in color, looking bigger in size, ultimately when you open the pod, now you will be surprised to see white seeds without having, it may have a very low aroma and flavor. But in in a cardamom, in the case of a cardamom, the real good cardamom should be having black or dark brown seeds, emitting very good aroma, and it's at that authentic uh, flavor, right? But many a times, for getting that kind of seeds, right, you need to wait for 65 above before harvesting it. Its life or
So 65 days.
yeah, so only after 65 days only you
Okay.
should be plucking it from the plant. These are seeds, I mean fruits of that plant, cardamom plant, right? This is plucked, dried, and then it is given in the market. But 65 days is the at least the minimum time to get the maturity, right? Should be there for 60 to 65. But due to the labor internet task, right? No, many people while they harvesting it, no, they will start plucking even the 45 days, 35 days. Voila, that as well they will get plucked it. What will ultimately happen is this will have that immature seeds inside the pot. People will not know it from the outside of the pot. It will look very bright and all, and they even adulterate it further with adding color, shiny grip. It will look very beautiful and all. But then the cardamom pot reaches 60 to 65 days, right? When it is dried, the color will not be vibrant green. It will be an yellowish green color. But people will look for that vibrant green color, and that will be having 40 to 60 days mature period oats, right? So uh, we do a practice, or we follow only this harvesting we do only after 65 days. That's where the authenticity comes.
Right.
And the so after that, then it won't be looking that gray jassy green color and all. It will be like yellowish green in color, may not be looking that big oats and all, but the inside thing is always like it will be having black seeds
Yeah,
with good
natural.
food, natural thing. So that's what we are offering here as well. The authenticity actually it matters. So we give that, as well as the authenticity and the from the place where it comes from, right? So that's the two thing which we always say to our customer, and to trust us, right? So it's really in my enterprise world as well, not only in the poetry
Yes.
or,
So
as a poet.
this particular thing is applicable in all the
That's
aspects.
right. Be authentic, and you will get noticed one day or the other day.
So this is a message, two message that your readers would love to
Yes.
take it from today's podcast is to be authentic.
And silence is not something emptiness, or silence is not something to fear. It is where things are actually born. The way things will be letting born in silence. Wow, that's so.
So this is another takeaway. Great things are born in silence. Right. So you said that you were working in IT company and then you took a retirement and then you started your own spices business. So during this journey, how much the role of stillness and meditation has played its way of making you take this decision of diverting your route altogether?
It really, in fact, uh, that only triggered me to take a diversion from IT. In fact, I spent 21 years. Then I thought, now I have been working 21 years in IT. What actually I did for myself as well as for the society. When I was staying in Mumbai and Bangalore and so even I used to buy spices from like shops, nearby shops and all, right. So many times adulterated products were there. Being from a spice garden, I know that okay how it should actually, right. And that during that time we were selling our produce into the wholesale market. So my family is they are farmers, right? And so always the whatever harvest fruit or produce from our own garden, we used to sell it to the wholesale market. Seeing this, then actually triggered me like, why can't you give it to the uh, actual users or the consumers directly, so that at least you give it to 10 people, they will be eating or they will be consuming something free from adulterants, like they most of the produce spice, especially spices, are actually in a lot of chemical pesticides, then uh, fertilizers go in, right? Authentic organic products are very, very rare to find in that segment. So we were having a heritage of having this organic product from like 1969. uh, we are we haven't used any chemical pesticides or chemical fertilizers in our soil. We do not like to spoil the soil, right? Because ultimately when you use these kind of things, the soil also gets extremely acidic, and it cannot, its nutrients go away and all, right? Then you need to put this extra chemicals every year. Soil will not produce by itself or from the plants, it stops doing that. So we have never done, we use only this uh, organic manure and organic thing. So I was very sure that okay, anyway, water coming from my plantations are free from chemical pesticides, and it can be consumed blindly by the users, right? So why can't you give it to 10 people? At least they will get free from chemical fertilizer exploration, right? So this again, these chemical fertilizers and pesticides, when you use those products, you will not see the impact the very next day. Slowly, nowadays you can see the rate of cancer patients in India and around the world. It has increased like anything, and including those people who were not eating anything outside from their childhood, having only homely food and all, those people are also getting affected nowadays. So one person was asking me, you're talking a lot about okay, the chemical exploration and this thing, how is it getting affected? When why a person with the 55 or 60 years getting cancer nowadays? He was not during his childhood. He was not exposed to any plastics or any this thing, right? Then I told him the example of this thing. Even if he was not eating anything from outside or not getting in the pollution or not pollution, everything start. His point was the pollution, everything has started last 20 years, 30 years. But a 60-year-old person in his childhood would not have explored so much into pollution and this chemical food and all. But what had happened is, when he turned 20s or something, he also started buying these spices and other groceries from the market, which were having this chemical pesticides and all, right? The effect of that is coming now. When he consumed during his 20s, 30s, the effect started coming now. When he turned 55 or 60.
Slowly and gradually it
Yes,
takes.
yes, correct, correct. So that's the effect now. The cancer patients increase, the frequent, I mean, the number of patients increase because of this reason. The one reason for that is this chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and all, right? So this again, coming back to the authenticity and that thought, then I turn, if I continue my job and I will not be able to give this to society, I'll have to take a pause. In my word, it is taking a pause. Think of yourself. Think what you can do for the society, or at least for those 10 people, right? So that's why I started something which is, anyway, spices are there with me. I don't need to source it from others to start this business. Give it to few people, at least for those 10 people or 15 people. Give it to them. Let them lead a healthy life. Then I stopped IT, did something good for the, started giving something good for the society in the way I have been now talking about, right? So that's how all reason why you started that wine and craft spices. That's the name of the firm.
Okay.
Right. That started in parallel to this. Also, when I took post from IT life, I got a ample of time for realizing myself, and then only I started actually publishing this book. To be frank, all those whatever I have been writing since my school days, college days, and all. But always it was all of them were lying in my diary, right? As you very rightly said, many the courage, right? Many people have the potential to write, and but they don't have the courage. They are not the real warrior. They are not they do not have the courage to give it to few people what they will think. Will they really like my words? Will they understand my language? All those thoughts were there in my that's how I started the taking a pause from the IT world and started Why Not Craft Spices with one mission and serving the society in a way that's possible for me. At least observe those 10 or 15 uh, people who are really wanting to explore non-toxic spices, uh, and then the authenticity, then that brand build up from that those people. So initially I was actually supplying it to the houses, right, directly to those people, few of them. Then we built our own website, started selling it online with social media marketing and all. Now people have started trusting us. They understood the authenticity of the product. Then slowly, within an year, the firm became very familiar in the Indian market, and we have recently got the in fact the most sustainable business award. Couple of almost 6 awards we got in the recent past in 2025 and 26. So that's the power of authenticity in my view.
And as you rightly said, that great things are born in silence. So this particular vision and mission of yours to pass on the authenticity as much as possible is also born out of silence. And then you gave yourself a break from the hush hush of life and were able to listen to your inner voice. That is also important, because I think people are just confused of what is the purpose of my life and what is my inner calling. They're just saying what is my inner calling, but then somehow they haven't taken a break to listen to that inner voice which is telling them their purpose and mission. And you are a great example, because your story is a reflection of take a break, listen to your inner voice, and great things are born out of silence. Right. So, would you like to summarize in a nutshell of what we had a discussion about the cook, the grammar of stillness, and what is this all about? A few sentences as a summarization.
Okay. So, Grammar of Stillness is a book that explores silence and your inner reflection and emotions, nature, and so on, right? So, and this is inviting readers who are who feels like they need to take a pause from this overwhelming and noisy world, and who are very keen to understand. They want to take a course from their busy life and understand what is their purpose, what they want to do as a human to the society. These points about them, and the great thing or is like the silence is not actually emptiness. It is where the great things are born. And my I often say this again, once again I'm saying that, okay, don't imitate, try to be authentic, make your own sound in this noisy world. One day your voice will echo harder than ever you imagined, right? So that's the meaning, or that's the message this book passes to its readers.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. It's so nice to have you here in this discussion today. And as I said, you have a busy schedule and you took some time out to discuss here today with us about your book. So thank you so much. And again, if someone wants to connect with you regarding the spices, the authentic spices, if they want to buy, how do they connect with you?
It's available online market, right? So wynardcraft.com is the website, and it's available in social media. It's in Instagram, Facebook, and even in Google Ads. You will be seeing about Wynard Craft, or they can connect me with my LinkedIn profile. Very happy to serve those people who are very keen to explore our products as well as the book, right?
Wonderful, wonderful. So, viewers, as I said, this is the book, The Grammar of Stillness. So, we had a great discussion with the author today here, Mr. Sreekumar. And if you want to grab a copy of your book, the link is there in the description box. So, just click on the link and it will take you directly to the buying link of the book. You can have a copy, understand what this Grammar of Stillness is all about. As said, great things are born in silence, right? So if you're ready for this, please have a copy of this. And this book has also won International Author Excellence Award 2026. So I would recommend you to have a copy of this book. Also, if you want to get connected to the author, so his link, connecting link are mentioned in the description box. So you can click on the link and get connected to the author. And if you want to ask some query or some questions directly, the author will be available to answer to all of your questions. And third, we also had a good discussion about the recently started business of his about the authentic spices. So if you are interested to know more about it, the link is also there in the description box of the Wynard spices, and the social media link in the website is listed there. So again, you can have a look at that and get connected to the author and his authenticity. So thank you so much for joining us today in this conversation, and have a great day. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you.